We have a lot of ground to cover today, everybody. So for those of you who don't know me, I am BP31. I am the All Moons World Record holder, and we've been working on rerouting the Metro Kingdom a lot. And we found a total of about 8 seconds of time save that I'll be going over in this video. There's a lot of moving parts, but we're going to start out by simply exploring the current route and then what's changing. So first of all, here's what we currently do. We use this pole, we fling all the way over to these purple coins and then capture the rocket, go in the sub area like so. Nice and easy. So after that, next relevant segment that we're changing is when we come out of the building sub area, we're going to come over here and go into people's room. Then after that, the next relevant thing that we change is once we exit people's room, we go over here, do this weird difficult trick called Clown Dram. Come over here, grab that moon. I didn't talk to him just for the sake of the comparison. Grab these 3 purple coins, go to the bottom here, open up the crate, and then we're going to grab the crate moon. After we grab this crate moon, at this point, we drop down. I didn't record this part. We drop down, grab the checkpoint below here, and then we enter the sub area with the 1-1 up in front of us, like where that light pole is, the back of the screen. So that's the current route. The new route that we found saves about 4 seconds of this nominally, and I'll explain what nominally means in context of this route change in a second. So the main change is demonstrated right here. So we capture this pole and we fling over to this clown instead of setting up that dram and instead of going all the way to the other side. Then we long jump around, come over here, backflip up, grab this crate moon immediately. And then, instead of entering people's room when we exit the outfit sub area, we grab the checkpoint, and then we just go in here. So, we go in like that. So, that's the main route change. Instead of flinging all the way over to the island, we fling over to the clown, and then instead of using the wire to go back up and get the purple coins, we long jump around. So, that'll come into play a little bit later. And then instead of launching over to the island, we instead exit this sub area after we grab the moon using the pipe, and this pipe conveniently takes us all the way over here. It's a little bit slow, but we grab the purple coins and then we exit via the rocket. So up next, last relevant thing, once we exit the outfit sub area, again, instead of going to people's room, we'll come over here and we've got all the relevant stuff. However, astute observers might have noticed we are now down 3 purple coins. So you can I'll discuss alternatives to this later, but you can also collect them like you normally do by going up the wire. But as I'm going to talk about, this is a little bit slower, but I'll at least show a demo because it's a little bit less risky because you don't have to jump over the void. So you come over here, grab the wire, grab the purple coins like normal. And then from here, you would enter people's room after grabbing the checkpoint. Okay. So that's route change number 1. That saves about 4 seconds when you exclude the time loss from the purple coins. Okay. Done. Moving on to the next one. So next route change saves about 6 seconds and also removes 3 purple coins. So here we go. Normally, you exit this pipe. You come over here and go to the private room. Then, after you do that, you exit the private room like here. Get a nice cycle on this bird. Grab the bird moon. And here come the 3 purples that we skipped. We come over to this sort of building area. Take the wire up to the top. Then, this movement is quite annoying, I've found. But you grab these purple coins by walking into them. Hit the bunny. Set up a dram to this pylon. And then you flick yourself over to the left. So, what we found to be faster instead is when we come out of this pipe, instead backflip up here and use this pylon to get to these top 4 purples. This is the main part that saves time. Then you grab the bunny, set up this same dram, and fling yourself over to the left. So that saves a lot right off the bat. And then and it also makes this movement here a little bit easier. So later on in the kingdom. So, okay, normally in the current route, we grab this moon, then immediately capture the taxi that you see right in front of us. This is a really, really convenient spot to get private room in general. So we do that. We roll over to the private room, enter, made a little bit of a mistake there, no big deal. And then when you exit private room, you no longer have to do any of that jank movement. You just grab the bird, and then we're going to drop down and capture the taxi. So all that's really nice. This in total, currently we have saved 10 seconds, but we have lost 6 purple coins. So how are we going to replace those 6 purple coins? Well, the first thing that should honestly probably currently be in the route, but I don't know what the current slowest purple coins in the route are, but we found 3 purple coins that are in total just a 1-second detour. So the first step, you swap out those 3 purple coins for the 3 purple coins in the reroute, where you go to the top using the pylon, the second reroute that I mentioned in this video. And you get them like so. So normally you grab this moon, you drop it, you grab how do we take out the trash, then you just go down nice and quick, hit the scooter, get the scooter moon. We just overlooked that you can really, really easily get a nice ground pound down throw on these 3 purple coins right here, and then ride the scooter over to the scooter moon. So really, really fast purples. They are about a second out of the way. Very good. So that's the first thing. So the next way we get 3 purple coins is a little bit scuffed. So I'll start with this guy. Normally we grab this scooter moon later, and then we capture this wire, move up to the KFR, and then just start the race. There's 2 fast purple coins underneath that we can also get. So they're pretty easy and fast. This is the most consistent way I found to get them, and they are about 1 second out of the way. So 1 second time loss, and we have gotten now 2 purple coins. We need 1 more. And there is a nice, easy way to get that 1 more, and that is in the Bullet Billding sub area. This I do currently. I just get 1 for an extra, and now it is no longer an extra, and we just need it. So you do the normal Bullet Billding strat. You can do the fast camera manip if you'd like to as well. I personally don't, because I haven't found a way to make it save time for my strats yet. But you capture the bullet, and then with a nice angle, you can fly into this purple coin, get some more yellow coins, boom, golden. Okay, so far we've covered the fastest route. You get extra purple coins after dropping the scooter off the edge in between the girders with the heliport, and then you get 2 extra purples before KFR and 1 extra purple in Bullet Billding. However, there is a really, really high chance throughout the kingdom that you miss some purple coins due to some strats, so I'm going to go over some fast backups right now. So the first fastest backups I found are actually, funny enough, in the Bullet Billding sub area. If you instead do the sub area this way, you lose about 3 seconds, but you collect all 3 purple coins. So this gives you about 2 backup purple coins. And if you do it a little bit faster, I lose like 2.5 seconds, but only get 2 purples, but it's probably better to get all 3. But this method of grabbing the purple coins only loses about 3 seconds. These are your fastest set of backups if you miss any early in the kingdom. But chances are you're not going to miss. There's a strong chance that you miss early in the kingdom, which I'll get to. Actually, I think I get to that right now. Yes, I do get to that right now. There's a strong chance you miss purple coins really early in the kingdom. And those are a good recovery set if you do so. However, there is, I found, okay. Let me go back a second. So they're a good best set. Okay, so the Bullet Billding purple coins are a good set of backups if you miss a purple coin early in the kingdom. So here is a likely spot you are to lose a purple coin early in the kingdom. I'll start with this one. So here is the strategy for getting these purple coins with a pro controller. you do a down throw pretty late, and you're very liable to miss one purple coin. So that's pretty annoying and happens very frequently when you do it with a Procon. I've found that by doing it with Joy-Cons, it's a lot more consistent. So what you do the same trick with Joy-Cons but don't spin throw. Then you down throw here. And the reason this is better, you down throw earlier, and then I have not homed in yet, and I've already gotten one purple coin. Now, when I home in, Cappy will collect the other two. Boom. Okay, so that's a more consistent way to get all three, but if you use a Pro Controller, then doing this strategy is very liable to miss one. So the Bullet Billding Purple Coins are your best backup if you miss these. So other fast backups are if you miss and are immediately like, I want to rectify this, these purple coins are about 3.5 seconds out of the way. And they're honestly pretty easy. They look a little bit challenging, but just make sure when you throw Cappy at the end here, when you throw Cappy right here, throw him straight forward. Don't try to throw him towards the pylon. Throw him straight forward. He will home in above the railing when you do that. So throw him straight forward. So then this play one more time. Okay. Like I said, those are about 3.5 seconds out of the way. So, next set of purple coins are these fellas here. If you set up a Dram, the 3 at the bottom right are very fast. And then you continue the route normally. These are a very cool 4 seconds out of the way. So if you ever miss later on in the kingdom, these are a good set of backups to go for. And then a very last resort backup that I really dislike is this is how you typically get into this sub area. You do 2 roll boosts and get a nice little pipe suck in there. I didn't finish the pipe suck, whoops, but it's fine. You can get 1 or 2 extra purple coins by doing this. This is very challenging and scuffed. I would not recommend relying on this, but you can get 1 extra by doing that. So those are your extras. You have 3 in the tower that are about 3.5 seconds out of the way. You have 4 with the Dram with the crossing lines moon that are about 4 seconds out of the way, and you have this one that's about 2 seconds out of the way that I wouldn't recommend. So now we're going to go through a cut up version of the fastest route, and I'll commentate loosely over it, but it'll mostly be a showcase of how you should order the route in practice. Alright, let me go back because I was adjusting my audio settings. So you optimally collect all 3 of these, and if you miss one, you get the towers as a backup. Or you can get Bullet Billding as backup. That's probably the better one. Here. So here we're assuming that we've collected all 3 of those purples. There we go, collected the 1. And leave the sub area, proceed as needed. So now we're talking to Peach, preparing to do the Clown Dram skip reroute. So fling it all the way over. Skipping the 3 purples above the cafe. You can play it safer and grab them. They just lose about 3 seconds. And now grabbing this checkpoint and entering people. So start off doing people room as normal. Turn the camera around here so we have a better angle. Ideally you don't mess this up, but is what it is. Go in the rocket sub area. Now when we come up, we're getting ready to do the scooter section. Do not know what I was doing here, that's hilarious. Set up the ground pound down throw. I actually messed up a little bit. Very fast recovery. And grab the scooter moon. Now we're exiting the outfit room. I think I swapped the order of these 2 clips, but once you exit the outfit room, you enter this sub area. Yeah, I swapped the order of those clips. Whoopsies. But either way, now we're coming up to the scooter again, and we're going to do this big leap up to the other roof parking area. We grab these purples, and now we've successfully replaced the 3 that we skipped at the cafe, getting 1 in bullet and 2 under here. Now we're coming out of this pipe. I tried doing a faster strat here, but missing hardly loses time. So, got all 4 of the purples. Getting the bunny, and now we're flinging over to the side. And now we're grabbing this hat and seek moon, going into private room. Exit private room. Grab the bird. And capture the taxi. Okay. I think my audio levels got a little bit scuffed there, but I think it's good enough to upload this. But thanks for watching, and hopefully this was informative.